Well, welcome back to the adventures of Brother Ted. Brother Ted wants to share some more of his adventures with you. So today, he wants to tell you all about how he had his name changed by the abbot. If you remember, at the end of the last episode, Ted had escaped from the cruel man who was making him dance to entertain people. And he was in the back of a cart covered in straw. Well, when they arrived at the monastery, Father Ben said, "Come out," and another kindly monk called Brother Crispin helped him out. Well, he was covered in straw and a bit smelly. So, the monk said, "You'll have to go and have a wash, and then we shall take you to meet the abbot." Well, Brother Ted was a bit nervous because the abbot is the head teacher of the monks. So he looked very smart when he'd had his wash, and he went in to see the abbot. And the abbot said, "Oh, hello, I've heard a lot about you. You are very welcome to come to be with us in the monastery." "Thank you very much," said Ted. "My name is Ted." "Well," said the abbot, "we have to give you a special name in the monastery." "Oh," said Ted, "I like my name." "Well, it is a wonderful name," said the abbot, "but I think we'll change it to Edward." "Why Edward?" said Brother Ted. "Well, that's your full name. Ted is short for Edward." "Oh," said Brother Ted, "so I'm Brother Edward now?" "Well, yes, on Sundays and special days. Can I be known as Brother Ted the rest of the time?" "Well, you can," said the abbot. "Okay," said Brother Ted. So he was very happy with his new name, Brother Edward. And Brother Crispin and Father Ben said, "Hello, Brother Edward." And he said, "Hello, Brother Crispin. Hello, Father Ben." And they gave them a big smile. And they remembered how important their names are. And Brother Ted here wants to tell you how important each one of you are. And each one of us is remembered by name. So we've each given special names, and he loves to hear stories about Jesus, don't you? And he wants to tell you the story today about how Jesus called his disciples by name. So we're going to listen to this now. Okay, Brother Edward, Brother Ted. So, it happened in these days that Jesus went on the mountain to pray, and he was spending the whole night in prayer to God. And when the day dawned, he called his disciples and chose 12 among them, named apostles: Simon, who he named Rock, and Andrew his brother, and James and John, and Philip and Bartholomew, and Matthew and Thomas, and James and Alphaeus, and Simon nicknamed Zealot, and Judas of James, and Judas Iscariot. Brother Ted wants to know, well, of course Jesus calls you, and he calls all of the people who are watching as well. If Jesus was choosing us to be a football team, there'd be too many to say, "I want you, and I want you, and I want you, and I want you." And that's why we should look after each other and be very kind with the names that we call each other. If we have nicknames, they must only be kind and people be happy with them themselves. And our own names are very special to us and to God. So let's remember that. Time for a dance. 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, bow. 1, 2, bow. 1, 2, bow. 1, 2, clap, clap, clap. 1, 2, dance, dance, dance. 1, 2, bow. 1, 2, bow. 1, 2, clap, clap, clap. 1, 2, dance, dance, dance. Yes, well, they could try that as well. Okay then, bye-bye, God bless.